you know, lack of love and affection for fellow citizens is a problem. So because we left that tree, we left that plant called patriotism, because we left it, we did not water the plant, we did not continue helping, educating, creating that sense of understanding, that sense of national identity, removing barriers, that you are from north, you are from south, you are from east, you are from west. It has to be a continuous thing. It has to be a continuous thing we focus on, so that a Ghanaian is a Ghanaian. It doesn't matter where I come from. It doesn't matter how I look or what I say and what I speak. I'm a Ghanaian. And all of us, because focus has been, we focused on educating the people. It's all education, If some of our brothers live here and go to other nations and they are treated very badly, it's a lack of education. We have to educate our people. And if we decide to continue or to plant this tree of patriotism again, is going to go to our own benefit. It's very important. It's just like a human being that does not know how to love themselves. Any human being that doesn't know how to love themselves, the only thing they attract to themselves are people who treat them very badly. It's simple. A nation is made up of the people who are in that nation. And it also casts or shines light on that area and aspect of people, if we even know how to love ourselves. Because you look at the way some Ghanaians treat other Ghanaians in our own country, you have to ask, you have to question. There are a lot of people here who don't know how to love themselves. There are a lot of people in this nation who don't know how to love themselves. And all they do is spread hate. All they do is spread hate around. But patriotism, very important. Very important. You hardly hear an outsider or a foreigner, speak a certain way about their own nation. You hardly hear it. Why? Because some of them, their nations have systematically trained and made sure that before you come out of the education system, you understand why you are a citizen of that nation. You understand why it's okay to defend your nation. A lot of them systematically have made people understand. So everybody is leaving their country and wants to go to the United States of America. Why? Because they themselves have first of all made sure that this sense of patriotism there is strong enough. So what happens? It starts attracting people from all walks of life, from every country, because they see patriotism. Very important. If you look here in Ghana, some of our brothers get the opportunity to go find themselves in other places, and they make videos and say all sorts of things about their homeland and say all this, say that, say this, say that, and they don't. And some of them is not them. It's out of not knowing what your motherland is. They don't understand. Because if you clearly look through our education stuff, it's not really there. It's not strong. It has to be strong. So before a Ghanaian comes of age, at a certain age, they understand this sense of national identity, what it means to be a Ghanaian. I think we had it those days in social studies, but even that one was not enough. Patriotism, we have to focus a lot on patriotism and let people generate that love and understanding why that love has to be there. Because if you look at a lot of the things going on, a lot of things with corruption and this and that. And you see how Ghanaians hate each other. You know, that problem of a fellow Ghanaian always wanting to open doors for an outsider, but close or shut those doors to their own Ghanaian here with a Ghanaian name. It's simple. This sense of national identity, patriotism, is not there. So a Ghanaian will be willing to give certain opportunities to an outsider and refuse a fellow Ghanaian. What are you doing? It's some of the problems, I'm telling you. And it doesn't start from today, but we have to focus as a people. You see a driver that has loaded a car, and the only thing he cares about is moving so quick from point A to B so that he can get more customers. He can go and pick the next people. But does not think that I have to get there safely, because what? There are 32 passengers in this vehicle, made up of fathers, mothers, made up of breadwinners. You know, a lot of people are not thinking in that sense of patriotism. You know, in that sense that if I do my side well, it goes a long way to help everybody. A lot of people are not thinking like that. So the driver in the car prioritizes him moving very quick from point A to point B so that he can finish a certain number of trips so that he can get an X amount of money in his pocket. But one of the things he does not look at is that I have to get all these people back home safely, because their children are waiting for them. Because those children are waiting for them. If they don't get home safely, X and Y is going to be the problem. We are going to have a lot of social vices. Their daughters are going to end up plying the streets as their trade. Their sons will end up in cultism. A lot of people are not thinking that way. You see it everywhere. It's a big problem. Patriotism. If we are going to build together as a nation, one of the things we have left in the past is this sense of patriotism, where everybody is willing to put all their hands on deck. If we focus on reseeding or planting this tree again of patriotism, one of the things is going to reduce is this corruption that we're hearing left, right, center. I'm telling you. One of the things that will take away is corruption. Because people want to do the right thing. People want to do the right thing. You know. Yeah. People want to do the right thing. People want to play their role. Because people will understand that the little I do here goes a long way to help everybody else. So I have to do it well. People will understand. If I'm doing the roads, I have to do the roads well, because the roads I'm doing goes a long way to help everybody else. Patriotic people are selfless people. They don't prioritize what I'm going to get. No. I'll do this road well so that it helps everybody else, so that there are no accidents on this road to take the lives of breadwinners. And if the lives of the breadwinners are taken, it's going to affect their children. Their children are going to end up on the streets. Their son is going to become an armed robber and is going to attack somebody and take somebody's life before their time. People are not thinking in that way. And if you look closely, one of the areas you are looking at it is this tree of patriotism. We decided not to continue watering, to continue to let it grow so that we can have the fruit of. So a lot of the things you are seeing in social vices and all this, people insulting people, Ghanaians, by the grace of God, going outside, making certain videos about their nation. The only place we are going to be safe is your motherland. That's the only place. Because wherever you think you are, those people can tell you to go back home. This is the only place you are going to be safe. This is part 2. You know, Thank you once again.